guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about the upcoming wealth transfer and different wisdom and revelation that the Lord has revealed to me in terms of preparation and strategy. If you're interested, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I've been thinking about starting a YouTube for a while. I've been kind of flirting with the idea. I wanted to make sure that if I started something that God was in it and I wasn't doing it without Him. What I'm talking about today is something that I feel has not been discussed in a lot of videos about the wealth transfer, and that is preparation and strategy. Specifically talking about cryptocurrency, Shiba Inu, that whole aspect. I know that the wealth transfer will be bigger than that, but that's what I'm referring to. This has been on me for a while, probably close to a month, I would say. Slight disobedience, okay? Let me be very clear. None of this is financial advice. It is so important, y'all. Do your own research. Let the Lord lead you in this. I'm just telling you what I have learned, little nuggets of wisdom and revelation that the Lord has given me, that I'm sharing with you, because I feel that it has not been broadly shared, and I want us all to be prepared for what the Lord is doing. So these things are all things that the Lord has revealed to me. It's things that I have not seen in other videos. I'm not saying that there's no videos out there that are doing it. I just haven't seen it in other videos, and I feel a burden to share it with others. So the first thing that I want to make very clear is that you need to know your exchange. It is very important to know the details of your exchange. So for example, does your exchange allow you to buy the cryptocurrency you want as well as stablecoin? Not all exchanges let you buy and trade stablecoin. For example, Robinhood does not support buying and selling stablecoin. So stablecoin essentially will allow you to sell your cryptocurrency at whatever cost, and then you can take that so that it's not just sitting in the exchange. You can put it into stablecoin. So that way you don't really lose out on the dollar amount there, as long as the stablecoin doesn't completely go under. So there are different types of stablecoins. I do recommend that you research them, let the Lord lead you in which one you need to have on your radar. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot of is people touching on the withdrawal limits for the different exchanges. And I'm hearing a lot about FTX and how that is the best exchange, or the preferred exchange, because there is no limit on your withdrawal. That is partially true. This is why we need to do our research. So with FTX, if you are level 2 verified, I think it's KYC 2 verified, it's true. There is no lifetime withdrawal limit. Lifetime withdrawal limit. For each individual transaction, there's a $25,000 limit, and you can only have up to $100,000 pending. Say, God blesses you with $500,000 profit in this wealth transfer. You cannot immediately take that $500,000 out. At least not to my knowledge, not what I've read in the fine print. Do your own research, look for yourself. I think they have another separate platform for buying and selling in bulk. I feel like the average Joe is probably not going to be dealing with that. I'm not going to be dealing with that. So I'm just following the rules of the basic FTX exchange. The big thing here is that when you have this money in the exchange, the withdrawal limits, the transaction limits, those are very, very, very important to look up. It's also important to note that exchanges have different rules. So for example, when you put money into the exchange from your bank account, a lot of them have holds, and you cannot take that money out of the exchange for X amount of days. So it's very important to know that. Some exchanges, for example, Robinhood, that's where I started because that's the only account that I had set up, and I was like, oh, I have to get going. So I put money into Robinhood. They gave me instant funds, so I instantly bought some crypto. I could not move that crypto out of Robinhood, so I couldn't move it to a different wallet, whether it be another exchange or a cold wallet. I could not move it to another wallet until my bank transaction cleared. That, I believe, took like 7 business days. So I praise the Lord that the wealth transfer did not happen immediately, because my money would have been stuck in Robinhood. And Robinhood, I believe, has a $25,000 daily limit. I think it's transaction, but I think it's also daily. I'm not sure though on Robinhood. Once my bank account cleared, I got my money out of Robinhood because I don't want to deal with any of their limits. They also do not support stablecoin. And I wasn't trying to do that. Research your exchange, look at the fine print, know if there's a hold or something like that, so that way you have a plan in place. I feel it's very important to have a strategy, and I'm so grateful that the Lord blessed me with a strategy. He kept talking to me about stablecoin, and I had no idea what that was. I had seen it in a couple videos, but I was kind of confused. This is not financial advice. If you can't get your money out of the exchange, you don't want to keep it trapped in the crypto. If the crypto is rising and you want to sell, then your money is trapped in the exchange. What do? Put it in stablecoin. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I've learned. Some of what I may share today may be not exactly right. Maybe the fine print has changed. Maybe I'm misinterpreting something. I'm fine to admit that. I'm telling you what I've learned, what I've seen in the fine print. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Please correct me lovingly in the comments, okay? We don't need to be dragged. We're all trying to learn here. The other thing is to set up your sell limits. So again, exchanges have different rules. I have found that on Robinhood, and I believe on Uphold, you can only set your limits like 10 times more than the current cost of the crypto. If anyone has been following the wealth transfer videos, it's been prophesied that certain cryptos are going to be really high in price. For example, Shiba Inu, a lot of the prophecies are talking about it hitting the $1 mark, or it hitting the 50-cent mark, 25-cent mark, something like that. So on Robinhood, for example, if you go to set up a sell limit for 25 cents, it will not let you, because that's greater than, the constraint that they have based on the current price of Shiba Inu. On FTX, it let me set up whatever limits I wanted, no matter what the current price of the coin was. So I have limits set up at different levels, because the strategy that the Lord gave me was to not sell it all at once. So I have it set up at different levels so that, as it rises, as it grows, as it hits different, different targets, my coin will automatically sell. So sell limits are really important, because I don't want to say that the Lord has truly spoken this. I just feel that when the wealth transfer happens, it's going to be rapid. There's not going to be time to think, oh my gosh, what do I do? What's my plan? It's just going to happen that quickly. That's why we need to be prepared. That's why I feel such a burden for us to be prepared for this, because I don't believe that there's going to be a lot of time to figure out what to do in the moment. I did have a dream about the wealth transfer, but the Lord also, in real life, in waking life, He gave me the instruction to get a ledger and to put some of my coin on that ledger. So that is a cold wallet. That's another thing some people have talked about, some people haven't. A cold wallet basically it kind of keeps your crypto more secure, because it keeps it to yourself. But if it's on that cold wallet, it's not in the exchange. So you have to get it off the wallet into the exchange to buy and sell. And then, you can move it back to the wallet, what have you. In my dream, I knew my strategy. I knew I had to execute it, and I knew that there was not a lot of time to get it done. Now, is that how it's going to be in real life? Only the Lord knows, truly. Again, none of this is financial advice. None of it. Go to Him. Ask Him for a strategy. If you have one, review your strategy, be prepared, have it inside of you ready to go. The last thing I want to touch on is your bank. And again, this is just research and things that I've seen, right? Verify this on your own, do your own research on this. What I have seen is that the exchange will only allow you to withdraw into the bank that you use to deposit the funds. So if you have different bank accounts for different reasons, and say you have bank account A, and that's what you deposit into the exchange, your crypto takes off, you want to sell, you might have issues depositing into bank B. You may only be able to deposit into bank A. So just be prepared for that. Some banks may feel a little about dealing with cryptocurrency and exchanges. Check with them. Some of us may need to make repeated withdrawals or repeated transactions. Now, we're not doing anything sketchy over here, okay? We're just dealing with crypto, we're dealing with the exchange, but repeated transactions usually throw up a red flag. Large transactions usually throw up a red flag. Repeated large transactions kind of put the antennas up. So just check with your bank, make sure that it can handle any influx of cash. There are the FDIC insured amounts. I think it's $250,000, I want to say per bank. Once you make any deposit, that's over $10,000, it gets reported to the IRS. Again, these are all things that are normal. If you are making repeated transactions, it might be a good idea to visit your bank. Does the bank support getting and receiving deposits from cryptocurrency exchanges? If I plan to have, frequent or recurring deposits from this same exchange of this amount, is there anything I can do? Do I need to be prepared for any type of hold or any type of follow-ups? Is there any documentation or information I can provide? Is there anything that I need to do before, during, or after just to make sure that it all runs smoothly? And nothing is going on that's sketchy, but there's just rules, regulations, laws, different things in place. Being transparent, being prepared will help out. Have your strategy set in place so that you are ready. Because when the Lord does this move is for the body of Christ, but it's not just for the body of Christ. This is a move of God that is going to glorify Him. The magnitude of this is going to be so large that the body will see God and His glory and His power, but people outside the body will see it as well. There will be no question. Okay, there will be no question. Is God real? Is He powerful? Does He do miracles? There will be no question whatsoever. We need to be prepared. We need to do our due diligence. We need to do our own research. I know some of us get excited. We see a word on YouTube. We're like, oh yeah, I want that wealth transfer. And you just follow what other people are doing. Other people's portion is not your portion. Someone may invest a certain amount of dollars. You shouldn't invest that just because they did. If the Lord tells you to invest that much, go ahead. If you're just doing it because they did it, no, baby, no. What is for you, and you need to find out what that is from God and no one else. Seek the Lord, seek His face, get in the secret place, ask Him, what do you need to invest if you need to invest? What is your strategy? Go to Him and ask Him about all of that. If you know God, you know that He does moves of God, He does things, but He also expects us to partner and to step out on faith and to follow instruction, to be obedient. So if He's telling you to do research, do research. If He's telling you to talk to your bank, talk to your bank. That's a word for me because I still need to do that. If He's telling you to research different types of coins, research a ledger or another cold wallet, research exchanges and limits, just seek Him. Seek Him. Seek His instruction. Seek His word and what He would say to you about your situation and about your portion. So thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Again, hope you got something out of it. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will be, officially starting a YouTube channel and putting out more content. If you want to subscribe and like, go ahead. If not, if this is the only video that you wanted to see, fine, totally fine by me. But I pray that the Lord speaks to you. I pray that He sends instruction to you. I pray that you have ears to hear and eyes to see what He is saying and that you follow through in obedience. God bless you.